2 Kings chapter 15. In the 27th year of Israel's king Jeroboam, Azariah, son of Amaziah, became king of Judah. He was 16 years old when he became king, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jecoliah. She was from Jerusalem. Azariah did what was right in the Lord's sight, just as his father Amaziah had done. Yet the high places were not taken away. The people continued sacrificing and burning incense on the high places. The Lord afflicted the king, and he had a serious skin disease until the day of his death. He lived in quarantine while Jotham, the king's son, was over the household, governing the people of the land. The rest of the events of Azariah's reign, along with all his accomplishments, are written in the historical records of Judah's kings. Azariah rested with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. His son Jotham became king in his place. In the 38th year of Judah's king Azariah, Zechariah, son of Jeroboam, reigned over Israel in Samaria for 6 months. He did what was evil in the Lord's sight, as his fathers had done. He did not turn away from the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, had caused Israel to commit. Shallum, son of Jabesh, conspired against Zechariah. He struck down, publicly killed him, and became king in his place. As the rest of the events of Zechariah's reign, they are written in the historical record of Israel's kings. The word of the Lord that spoke to Jehu was, 4 generations of your sons will sit on the throne of Israel, and it was so. In the 39th year of Judah's king Uzziah, Shallum, son of Jabesh, became king. He reigned in Samaria a full month. Then Menahem, son of Gadi, came up to Tirzah, to Samaria, and struck down Shallum, son of Jabesh there. He killed him and became king in his place, as the rest of the events of Shallum's reign, along the conspiracy that he formed. They are written in the historical record of Israel's kings. At the time, starting with Tisra, Menahem attacked Tifsa, all who were in it, in its territory, because they wouldn't surrender. He ripped open all the pregnant women. Wow. In the 39th year of Judah's king Azariah, Menahem, son of Gadi, became king over Israel, and he reigned 10 years in Samaria. He did what was evil in the Lord's sight throughout his reign. He did not turn away from the sins Jeroboam, son of Nebat, had caused Israel to commit. King Paul of Assyria invaded the land, so Menahem gave Paul 75,000 pounds of silver, so that Paul would support him to strengthen his grasp on the kingdom. Then Menahem exacted 21 ounces of silver from each of the prominent men of Israel to give to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria withdrew and did not stay there in the land. The rest of the events of Menahem's reign, along with all his accomplishments, are written in historical records of Israel's kings. Menahem rested with his fathers, and his son Pekahiah became king in his place. In the 15th year of Judah's king Azariah, Pekahiah, son of Menahem, became king over Israel in Samaria, and he reigned 2 years. He did what was evil in the Lord's sight, and did not turn away from the sins of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, had caused Israel to commit. Then his officer Pekah, son of Remaliah, conspired against him and struck him down in Samaria at the citadel of the king's palace. With Argob and Ariah, there were 50 Gileadite men with Pekah. He killed Pekahiah and became the king of his place. As the rest of the events of Pekahiah's reign, along with all his accomplishments, they are written in the historical record of Israel's king. In the 52nd year of Judah's king Azariah, Pekah, son of Remaliah, became king over Israel in Samaria, and he reigned 22 years. He did what was evil in the Lord's sight. He did not turn away from the sins of Jeroboam, son of Negat, had caused Israel to commit. In those days, King Pekah of Israel, King Tiglath-Pileser of Assyria had came and captured Ijon, Abel-Beth Maacah, Genoa, Kadesh, Hazer, Gilead, and Galilee, all the land of Naphtali, and deported the people to Assyria. Then Hoshea, son of Elah, organized a conspiracy against Pekah, son of Remaliah. He attacked him, killed him, and became king in his place. In the 20th year of Jonathan, son of Uzziah, as the rest of the events of Pekah's reign, along with all his accomplishments, they are written in the historical record of Israel's kings. In the 2nd year of Israel's king Pekah, son of Remaliah, Jotham, son of Uzziah, became king of Judah. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jerusha, daughter of Saduk. He did what was right in the Lord's sight, just as his father Uzziah had done. Yet the high places were not taken away. The people continued sacrificing and burning incense to the high places. Jotham built up the upper gate of the Lord's temple. The rest of the events of Jotham's reign, along with all his accomplishments, are written in the historical records of Judah's king. In those days, the Lord began sending Aram's king Rezin and Pekah, son of Remaliah, against Judah. Jotham rested with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of his ancestor David. His son Ahaz became king in his place.